inductance, we just show it arrow like this, means there's a mutual inductance between them. And mutual inductance is such that it will be EMF produced. Due to that, there'll be EMF produced, and each loop will have its own self-inductance. Why? Because any current carrying loop should have self-inductance. Let L1, L2 be self-inductance, let M be the mutual inductance. Then can we calculate the expression for current in the first loop? Let I1 be the, or in general, let I1 be the current flowing here. Let I2 be the current flowing in this loop. Net EMF means the total resultant EMF, EM minus EL. I'll write it. You wanted that. Okay. I wrote this equation treating inductor as a circuit element, but you can treat it like a cell also. Look for this. Let M be the mutual inductance.
Sir, in the previous problem, in EN, I0 is missing.
I'm not understanding. Like
in EN, sir, we have to write I0 also. U0 L I0.
Here I0. Should not be there. Should not be there. Should not be there. Should not be there. Yeah. Then go back. Should not be there. No mutual inductance.
Sir, EMF also.
M is mu naught L by 2 pi.
Line 2 into.
Sir, EMF of loop, sir. Not current of loop.
Yeah, EMF of the loop, no?
Yes, sir.
L di by. Okay, fine. I0 will be there, yeah. Yeah, okay, agree. Only M I wrote into M into di by dt, that will become I0. Okay, yeah, fine. Let's take this one. Let M be the mutual inductance. M12 is equal to M21. They are assumed like this. Let I1, I2 be the current flowing. So let's write the KVL equation for this. So along with this cell, there's also cell, resistor, capacitor, and inductance also there. Now there'll be mutual inductance by this. The flux linking by it such that we have to write equation. There's a general discussion. What is M? M is a mutual inductance. Means a current flowing here will produce a flux. The current flowing here, due to that, a magnetic field will be generated. This magnetic field will generate a flux. And there's a varying current. So definitely, what do you expect here? A varying magnetic flux link. So there'll be mutual inductance between them. Let M be the mutual inductance. Sir, how much it is, we don't know. I hope are you able to understand now? Now we are going for gen. And what is L1, L2? Because any current carrying structure will have self-inductance, let that be L1. This is the best, I think I'm giving the use that one. Sir, why current is variable? Who will answer? If I switch on the cells, what do you expect current? Transient currents will flow, no? Then what do you expect? Okay, this cell only will influence the flow of current. If the two circuits are nearby, the current flowing in this circuit, a varying current flowing in this circuit will have influence on other things. Just go to the electronic circuit, television. We do have so many blocks, no circuit blocks. A varying current will be flowing in them. In fan, electrical equipment. I think one block of circuit will disturb another 10 blocks of circuit. Just imagine for 2 blocks of circuit. I'm calling this a block 1, block 2. This itself we are struggling. 10, 15 blocks means on the one block, suppose 15 blocks are there. Blocks means, so okay, are able to understand in the total circuit, I'm breaking up that into loops, that one. So there's a block 1, block 2, like that 15, 20 blocks will be there. On the block 1, there'll be impact of another 14 blocks. how engineer will cope up. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, son. It's not that easy in designing of circuits or doing research analysis. Production is okay, fine, but the designing part is so complicated. Even the circuits also, it will be very challenging for you to bring, keeping all this in mind, and still the performance to be at best level. My experience, the design of one circuit in the PCB board, it takes 6 months. We have to test. See, designing will come again, checking all the parameters one by one, nullifying it, everything, and generating final output. Again, the error analysis. It takes 6 months. Just a small, means a small circuit in the watch. To generate that, it takes 6 months with minimum errors. Just imagine television. Just imagine laptop. So is it really that easy, all these things? Somebody might tell, okay, BTech, what is there, 4 years, happily you can enjoy and study like Happy Days movie. So I let me not speak more than this. Huh? Let's come to the problem. Okay, these are the cells. I'll switch on both the cells. At t equals 0. Both the cells are switched on. What are L1, L2? Switched on. Let L1 and L2 be the self-inductance of the coils. Let's see that what all we can write equation. E1, we are very familiar with few things. What all we are very familiar, we'll write down first, and there'll be also self-inductance, L di1 by dt. Then mutual inductance, M into di2 by dt equals 0. This is for loop 1. So from where you brought this? This will be due to impact of second loop. In second loop, a varying current is flowing. A varying current here will produce EMF induced, and that is equal to M into di2 by dt. Sir, how you can say this should be positive or negative? Anybody answers? It all depends upon the direction of this cell. Am I right? It can be positive or negative. Am I right? So some books, they put this as plus or minus. Okay, fine, justify, nothing wrong. But this you cannot write plus or minus here. You know, this is a circuit. Am I right? For these things, the sign is specific here. This can be plus or minus. It all depends upon how the current, if current flows here, the magnetic field is into this plane. If a current flows in there, the magnetic field will be out of the plane. So this can be plus or minus here. Got it? No? Similarly for second loop. E2 minus Q2 C2 minus L2 di2 by dt minus M di1 by dt. Getting the some very general idea. Again, sir, this M depends on what? M depends upon how close they are, and the sign also depends upon like how the current here will link this.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, if I1 decreases, then should we write di1 by dt as negative?